All right, y'all, we're gonna hop right into it. No intro. Let's get it.
Is there this cord that is supposed to be attached between the physical body and the ethereal body?
Not the physical body. It's called it's the silver cord. It's a pulsating, excuse me, a silver cord that's attached from the back of the astral or the spiritual body to the higher self. That's why it's pulsating. You're getting energy from your higher self. Now, in a regular out-of-body experience, most people don't see it because it's behind them.
Right.
You have to kind of spin around to do that, or see somebody else's silver cord.
And it'll stretch indefinitely, right?
Yes, but here's the difference. When a person clinically crosses into spirit or clinically dies, that cord is severed.
It's severed.
So if you see a severed
like
cord...
an umbilical cord in birth.
Exactly, except it's death rather than birth, okay?
Yeah.
So if it's severed, you ain't coming back, is what the point is on that one. But out-of-body experiences are not dangerous. They're perfectly natural.
Can it be severed by mistake?
No. There's a reason for it. It's not like somebody has a sword swishing around there
right.
doing that.
It's going to clip you.
You choose your moment of death, and the death is actually well planned. So you're not going to accidentally go out of the body and sever the silver cord. That has never been recorded. And I've done over 3,000 times, and I've seen my own silver cord too.
And what have you seen when you've done your OBEs?
Well, I go into the fifth dimension. I go to various dimensions. I've described. Can we spend a few seconds talking about the dimensions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the astral plane. Every dimension has a different sound. The astral plane is characterized by the roar of the sea, like a seashell to your ear. And if you go to the astral plane, to the upper, not the lower one, the lower one is psychic attacking.
The upper would be godlike?
It's not godlike. It's just very positive.
Okay.
You have the Astral Museum. That's where Bill Gates and Einstein went, and Tesla and everybody else to get futuristic technology.
And they brought it back.
And that's how I developed my superconscious mind tap and my progression techniques. I went to the Astral Museum too. The lower astral plane is filled with negative entities. You don't want to be there. Demonic entities, some bad ETs,
Is that
reptilians.
what hell would be called?
Yeah, they call it more purgatory would be the better analogy, because you can get out of it. It's not permanent, okay? Now, the plane beyond that is called the causal plane, which is the sound is the tinkling of bells, like a New Age bookstore. And the causal plane is where, it's a very small plane, it's the smallest dimension, and that's where your Akashic records are stored. Beyond that is the mental plane, which is the sound of running water characterizes that. And the mental plane has blue highways. So if you're driving in a car or flying above it and you see iridescent blue roads, you're on the mental plane. All the entities or the people that are there, they look like little angels. They live in these houses of geometric designs. And the masters would hang out there. The Buddhas, the Jesus, the Moses, they would hang out the mental plane. It's a very spiritual dimension. Wow. Beyond that is the etheric plane. Now that's a biggie. The etheric plane is the largest dimension. The sound of buzzing bees is the characteristic. And that's when I talk with you on the show about the etheric plane surgeons. So if you have a medical issue that like cancer, AIDS, or lupus, or something that you can't cure, and there's nothing you can do on the earth plane, the reason why the etheric plane surgeons work well, these are entities that work on the etheric plane, your etheric body is identical to the physical body. All the other spiritual bodies are similar, but not exactly identical. The etheric body is identical. So if these etheric surgeons that look like giant tadpoles, if they work on your etheric body and cure the etheric body, then it's not a high percentage, but in certain cases, you bring it back to the earth plane when you awaken the following morning, you can transfer the healing energy. And I've done that with patients. So this is called etheric plane surgery. It's a very ancient technique. It's been around for many years in the old mystery schools in ancient Greece and Rome and Egypt. But I've actually westernized it for people to use. It's not a high percentage, but you got nothing to lose. And when it works, it's brilliant.
Is there this cord that is...
The single most common cause of high blood pressure is a deficiency in the mineral magnesium.
Really?
Yeah. It's interesting how that works, right? You have two types of blood vessels in the human body. You have arteries and you have veins. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood back to the heart. Well, what's the difference? Well, there's one significant difference between the two. Arteries have muscles. Veins do not. Well, why does an artery have muscles? Because God is smart. So when the heart pumps blood out of the heart, it goes into the artery, and the muscle in the artery constricts and relaxes in order to help the heart pump the blood. Fascinating mechanism, like a snake crawling down the street. The artery constricts and relaxes in order to help the heart pump the blood. That's fantastic. Well, how does the muscle constrict and relax? The same way that a bicep constricts and relaxes, or any muscle in the body. It's done through magnesium and calcium. If you do not have enough magnesium, the muscle will constrict, but it cannot relax. So it stays constricted. Now, if you have a garden hose and there's water coming out of it, and you squeeze the hose just a little bit, the water comes out faster, right? Mm-hmm. It's because you've decreased the volume, the pressure goes up. So when the artery gets collapsed because of not enough magnesium, the blood pressure spikes. So you don't have high blood pressure because you have a circulatory system. You don't have high blood pressure because you have a bad gene. You don't have high blood pressure because you're getting older or because you have a voodoo curse. You have high blood pressure because your body ran out of the stuff it needed to maintain proper blood pressure. Period. The single most...
Nothing but light beer for you.
Ay, papi, I like it rough.
Oh, you do, huh? Good, because that's how you're gonna get it.
A pen right here. Now watch how easy this is. Now I say y'all should sell these to your clients. And guess what? This gonna be the gift that keeps on giving to the barber. You're gonna sell this to your client, right? Your client gonna use it. And guess what? He gonna be done with it. And once he done with it, he gotta come to you to get it reloaded. So he can look like he got a lineup. This man ain't get no cut. Ain't nothing touch his head. Not one blade touched this man's head. Not one razor touched this man's head. And look at that. Now this is the stuff that don't come off. I don't care what you do. You can shampoo this 3 times and this ain't gonna come off. So your client can't mess it up. I'm gonna show you why your client can't mess this up. Because even if you put it on his skin, right? This only sticks to hair follicles. If it's not a hair follicle, see how easy that come off? Just like I locked them up. Diamond edge all day. I'm up out of here. Peace. Best pen right here.
Question is here.
Percy, I just don't understand why it took you so long to get ready in the morning, man. When I was young, when I was your age, I used to be ready and at the door and walking out the door. I had to walk 4 or 5 miles to school. See, my mama wouldn't have dealt with this, dog. Y'all soft these days.
You had to walk to school?
Yeah, I had to walk to school.
You had to walk to school when Grandma had a car at home?
Yeah, but the whole point was that I walked to school and my mama wouldn't have had it. And when I was little, she would say, get out this house. You ain't gonna sit and play this game all day. Go outside and go play.
And when did she make you go outside?
Like 8, 9 a.m.
And when did you come back?
About 6, 7 o'clock at night.
She had you outside all day?
She told me to go play all day.
That sounds very responsible. Like, you could have been dehydrated. You could have been dying. You could have been starving. Who knows?
Point I'm making is, you be talking to Daddy, I'm thirsty. You want to come in the house and get a drink? I usually drink out the water hose. That's why I'm tougher.
So, outside, there was water in your house and you decided to drink out the water hose?
Yeah,
Grandma made you drink out of a water hose when they had perfectly fine water inside?
What are you trying to say?
That sounds pretty irresponsible. It just sounds like you're just a good dad and Grandma was just being irresponsible. I don't know.
I ain't never think of it that way. My mama was a good mama. The point, go. Walk to the car. You talk too much anyways. See, Google. That's the problem right now. I would have never been able to say this to my mama. Correcting my mama. Percy, I just don't understand why it took you so long to get ready in the morning, man. When I was young, when I was young.
This is energy too. If you get on the frequency this is on, you can't stop it coming. What did he say in here? He said when the money starts coming, it'll come so fast and furious, you're going to wonder where it was hiding through all the lean years. And he's right. Most people don't understand that. They do not understand. They think you've got to go to work. You just got to work a little harder. Get out there, put in more hours. Wrong track. Now look it. Einstein gave us some wonderful information. He said the intuitive mind, that's the higher faculties, is a sacred gift. The rational mind's a faithful. This is energy.
Out of all the ass food I've been reviewing, this is definitely not one of them.
I must give this copyright.
You just some nigga that lasts too long, then maybe the problem is you.
There's something wrong with that box. If you ain't making me tap out.
That's not true, Maul.
I'm just saying. You said there's something wrong with him if
something wrong with the pussy.
From Lifestyle. Remember, Doug?
Oh yeah, from Lifestyle. I remember that.
You could like.
You guys don't remember that song?
You can leave if you want.
Lifestyle?
No. You're like, you don't have to be here.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're going through right now, but I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah. It's a really good song.
No worry, Ma.
You just some nigga that...
Yo, it's the GOAT nigga right the hell here.
It's the who? Who is the... Why is that word just... God damn it, man. Go ahead, then, goat nigga. Do your thing.
The all caps name is not you. Can a corporation run a red light?
No.
No, so they're charging the corporation.
So you're saying since the birth certificate of the capital letters, and I've heard this before, you're being born under a corporation.
Well, you're normally.
I've heard everybody is like as a dollar amount of almost like, what is it, 60 million or 600 million each person or something that of value to the corporation. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, because they've been trading you, and every single time you ever did anything, they opened bonds in your name. So when you create an LLC, when you open a bank account, when you start a business, you got a home loan or student loan, all that, they were always opening bonds in your name, and they were trading you because the more successful you were, the more taxes you were going to pay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's how they siphoned all the world's wealth.
And
when you died, they took all that money. As soon as you died, they had already claimed your estate, so they took all that money when you died. So taking people to war is extremely profitable to them. Killing people off is extremely profitable to them because they've turned us into slaves. But you cannot hold the body as surety for a debt that the body does not owe. So every time they're doing that, they're trafficking you, which means we're all slaves in the same system.
Wow.
The all caps name is
Diagnosis Part 5. This is the tongue that indicates a person has digestion issues. You can see there is a notable crack in the middle of this tongue. The middle of the tongue usually tells us the spleen and stomach function in traditional Chinese medicine diagnosis. This crack tells us this person has poor spleen and stomach function. Why? Because when a person has insufficient energy in the stomach will be not able to ascend qi to the tongue. That is why there is a crack in the middle of the tongue. This person may have symptoms like stomach pain, acid reflux, or diarrhea. My name is Laurel. I'm licensed acupuncturist. Follow me for more tongue reading. Diagnosis Part 5.
You manifested $1 million basically overnight.
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah. Few people ask the really important question. How did you become a match to that? Really was me facing off with all of my beliefs, insecurities, fears around money and abundance, and understanding the energetics of money and what it really is and the process of manifestation, because there is a process to it. And becoming a match to it is more a process of removing what's not a match than it is about adding anything else. We are like corks in water, and we will naturally rise, but we have things that tie us down and hold us back. And when we can cut those loose, we will naturally, effervescently rise to the surface. All of the things that we want, the love, the abundance financially, all of that can come when we release the stuff that's in the way. When I'm my most magnetic, when I attract clients, opportunities, whatever, it's when I'm really spiritually connected. When I feel truly aligned, that's when those opportunities come.
I started speaking this mantra. Every time I would spend any money, I would say, for every dollar I spend, 2 come back to me. Everything is energy. The emotion in your body is energy. Like attracts like. You are going to attract more of that energy to you. And if the action of spending some money or receiving some money creates a positive vibe, and you want more positive vibes, you are going to attract more money into your life.
To give people context, I was paid $1 million for a 1-year coaching contract. The process which led to there. So it wasn't winning the lottery. Someone actually said, your coaching is worth $1 million. That's happened. And that process was one of about 14, 15 months. And so I realized everything I have is because of spirit, God, the divine.
True harmony lies in the balance of masculine and feminine energies, the sacred interplay that sustains creation. For centuries, the divine feminine has been suppressed, leaving humanity disconnected from its full potential. Now it's time to restore this balance and unlock her wisdom. The divine feminine flows through the spiral rooted in the sacral. It connects the physical and infinite, moving through the body as vibration, emotion, and creative power. This energy grounds first, anchoring wisdom from the earth into our being. For For women, the opening begins in the heart and flows downward into the sacral, unlocking Magdalene energy. This motion aligns the feminine with Earth's rhythm, awakening the codes of creation. For men, balance begins with mental discipline, thoughts that are aligned in the heart. From here, the masculine creates coherence, grounding energy into purposeful action. Together, these circuits unite, creating a complete flow, a bridge between heaven and earth. When masculine and feminine energies align, humanity rises into sovereignty. The divine feminine, no longer hidden, merges with the masculine, bringing heaven to earth. This is the awakening of holiness. The time is now. Unlock the codes of the divine feminine and embrace the fullness of creation. Thank you, and I love you. True harmony lies in the balance.
You ever felt like you're stuck in a rut, watching days blend into each other, with your dreams seeming just out of reach? It's like no matter what you do, you're running in place, not getting any closer to where you want to be. Frustrating, isn't it? But here's a thought. What if the key to unlocking all those dreams and goals isn't found in the hustle and grind, but within the power of your own mind, or more specifically, the power of visualization? Buddha wisely said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." And this is something that we modern-era people didn't understand, but has been practiced for thousands of years in the past. Visualization is like discovering a hidden path in a dense forest. William James, a wise old philosopher, once said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind." This is where visualization shines. It's a potent tool that can transform the landscape of your life in incredible ways. Think of it as an architect drawing a blueprint before the actual building takes shape. You're the architect here, and your dreams are the structures you're going to build. So how do you change the game of your life? That's what this video is all about. Keep watching until the end, because we are going to explore how the power of visualization can be your secret weapon to breaking free from the rut and stepping into a life where dreams don't just stay dreams. But to get to that point, let's first understand visualization itself. Well, you can imagine visualization like a superpower we all have, but maybe we've just forgotten how to use it. You know, when you daydream, maybe about lounging on a sunny beach or nailing that job interview, that's visualization. But it's more than just daydreaming. It's like creating a movie in your mind, where you're the director, the scriptwriter, and the star. Visualization is about seeing the life you want in your head, down to the tiniest detail. It's like picturing yourself holding that diploma, feeling the joy, seeing the proud smiles of your family. Or maybe you're visualizing crossing the finish line of a marathon, feeling that rush of achievement. It's all about creating these clear, vivid pictures in your mind. But it's not just about seeing it, it's about feeling it, believing it. When you visualize, you're not just watching a scene, you're in it. You can feel the sand between your toes, hear the crowd cheering, smell the fresh paint in your new house. Your brain starts to think, hey, this feels real. And that's where the magic begins. And this, my friend, can change things for you, big time. For instance, picture yourself healthy and strong. Studies have shown that when people visualize themselves healthy, their bodies start to believe it. Your mind is a powerful ally in healing and staying fit. Or maybe you dreamed of financial freedom. Visualize it. See yourself as a successful person, handling money wisely, living comfortably. It's like setting the GPS for your financial journey. Also, whether you're looking for love or want to strengthen your current relationships, picture happy, loving, fulfilling relationships. Visualization can help. Got goals? Visualize them. Want to write a book, start a business, or learn a new skill? See yourself doing it, succeeding at it. Visualization can help in all these areas of your life. So we've just explored how getting crystal clear about what you want is the first big step. And how can you do it? This is where you need to understand the actual process of visualization. Think of it as crafting your personal masterpiece. It might seem a bit tricky at first, but stick with it and soon you'll be painting your future with ease. Now, to start, you have to first create your dream blueprint, or what we call idealization. For it, picture yourself as an architect. Before building anything, you need a blueprint, right? Idealization is just that. It's where you dream big and get specific about what you want. Instead of a broad, I want to be happy, you zoom in. Ask yourself, what exactly does happiness mean to me? Is it having a fulfilling career, a loving family, traveling the world? This step is super important because it sets the stage. It tells your brain, hey, this is what we're aiming for. It's like programming your internal GPS with the exact coordinates of your destination. Next, we come to clarity and consistency. This duo is the heart and soul of visualization. Clarity means being as detailed as possible. Imagine painting a picture in your mind. You want to see all the colors, feel the emotions, hear the sounds. The clearer the image, the more real it becomes in your mind. Consistency is like adding fuel to your visualization. You've got this vivid image. Now keep revisiting it. It's like watering a plant or working out at the gym. The more you do it, the stronger and more vivid the image becomes. Make it a daily habit, like brushing.
Whoa! It's like a small plane. It really is like a small plane.
Faster, Tom. I'm losing it.
It's an invasion of our airspace.
Dad? Almost got it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Dad, go!
How long do you think it's been up there?
Delhi mission control went down same as ours 10 years ago.
In the past 20 minutes, I think we've seen about 15 of these drones. In fact, there's one right over my shoulder, right there.
Hey!
I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have two separate types of drones and two separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
Looks like a spaceship, right? Like that doesn't look like a drone, right?
Whoa!
It's like a small plane. It really is like a small plane.
Faster.
In quantum physics, all possibilities exist in the present moment. But most people's brains are anticipating the future based on the past, and they're not present. So then it requires training and practicing finding the present moment and beginning to change their habits and their thoughts and their behaviors. Most people don't know this, but there's an invisible field of energy around your body. And when you react to someone or something, you draw from this invisible field and you turn it into chemistry. And the field around your body shrinks. And now you're more matter and less energy. You're more particle and less wave. And most people then, when you are matter trying to change matter, you always try to force the outcome. You try to control the outcome. You try to predict the outcome. And people then get competitive, or they hold on, or they manipulate, or they cheat, or they steal, because that's the only way they can get what they want. But the quantum model of reality, when you are truly in the present moment, when a person begins to open their heart, and they can begin to sustain an elevated emotion, they begin to broaden the magnetic field around their body to 9 meters wide. Now they're more energy than matter. They're more wave than particle. And they can exert better effects on reality. So then think of, when you open your heart, this is science, like dropping a pebble in water. You produce a ripple. If you drop a bigger stone, you produce a bigger ripple.
If you're able to sustain that state, you keep dropping the same rock over and over again, and you broadcast a signature into the field. The emotion is the magnetic charge. Your intention, your thought, is the information that's carried on that wave. And when you combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, you begin to produce an effect on matter. You see, the thoughts that you think are the electrical charge in the quantum field. The feelings that you emote are the magnetic charge in the quantum field. And how you think and how you feel broadcasts an electromagnetic signature that influences every single atom in your life. The thought sends the signal out, and the feeling draws the event back. So if you're walking around your life feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like a victim, you are broadcasting that signature into the field. And you will create more experiences to suffer. Because we are not punished for our sins. We are punished by our sins. And sin is an attitude. And sin is how you think and how you feel. So then when you cause people to give up their guilt and their shame and their unworthiness and teach them how to open their heart and create coherent waves in their brain and in their heart, they are going to produce the miraculous. It takes training, and it takes practice, and it takes learning new information and deprogramming ourselves into believing that we're limited. But if you're living by the hormones of stress and you have no energy, no field, then you can't produce an effect on matter. So then life is about the management of energy. And where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And if your attention is on the knowns and in the predictable future, or your attention is on the familiar emotions of the past, you are siphoning energy out of the present moment. And you have no energy to create with. And when you're able to do this and practice it really well, you will begin to do what's innately your birthright, and that is to create an unknown or wonderful experience in your life. So it just takes practice in order to do it.
Jesus said it best when they were about to stone the woman who had committed adultery. He wrote in the sand, he said, "He who is without sin, cast the first stone." And they all walked away because they were all guilty. So when you understand that you are like everybody else, that you are not above anybody, and that people really just need to be helped, then you understand that the symptom isn't all the things that are happening in society. That's just the effect. What is causing it? Is there a universal cause that is causing humanity to be sick? And I believe yes. And it is a state of unenlightenment. It's a state of not being able to separate truth from falsehood. Jesus said it best when...
Now this nigga Chris Brown a motherfucking rocket ship. He think he a black cat. What the hell is really going on, man? Now this nigga Chris Brown.
Let me give you an example of what it looks like to be married to a competent and capable man who gives a... I came home last night to find the entire house had been cleaned. Our Bath & Body Works candles that he ordered had come in, had been lit. The rest of our Christmas decorations had been put up, adorably, by the way. And he had gone and got new Christmas stuff for our boys' bathrooms and put it out after he cleaned it. That's him cleaning the toilet. I also didn't ask him to do any of this. I didn't make him a list of things to do. I didn't leave it out for him. I didn't request that any of this be done. I simply went to work. I came home. And my husband had acted like a completely competent and capable adult who gives a shit about his family, who takes care of his house, who cares about how it looks, and likes to also equitably participate in making Christmas magical for our family.
Me personally, I see nothing wrong with this video, but as usual, I take a stroll through the comments and see stuff like, "You sure he's not playing for the other team?" Who's gonna tell her? Tell her what exactly? That she has a great man? I could tell her that. Great man. How is it when a beautiful video like this is posted, there are men labeling other men as feminine or less than a man because they care about their family? When did it become an issue that a man just wanted his wife to come home to a clean house, to a decorated house? I swear it's always these soft guys on the internet who are always trying to scale how manly another man is. Y'all don't got shit else to do? Is your life that boring? Do you need a friend? Do you need help? If so, my number is 914-943-62. Call me up. Call me. We could talk about it. Respectfully, of course. No.
Let me give you an example.
That's crazy. Nah, that's real though. Hey, do your thing, man. That's what it's about.
Hey, we're people of addiction. We're people of addiction in every sense of the word, right? We're addicted to validation from others. We're addicted to validation from our parents. This is how deep the programming goes, right? You come out the womb, and like I said, most of us don't remember when we were born. First memory was your 3, your 4, your 5, okay? So your parents have been programming you before then. So we're people that from the moment that we were born, we were taught how to seek out validation. This is what's good. You look at your parents, this is what's bad, right? How many times do you see kids, they make a ugly ass painting? The ugliest picture you ever seen they draw, and they running up to their parents like, hey, look at this, mommy. Hey, look, do you like it? Mom's like, yeah. And all of a sudden the child's so happy, right? Tell the baby, hell no, that shit ugly as hell. You're gonna break that kid, right? We don't do that. Right? But we are constantly seeking validation, and most of the time that just goes, most people live their whole life like that. Seek their validation in the school system. You raise your hand for an answer, the teacher says, shut your ass up, that dumbass answer. You might never raise your hand again because you're looking for that validation. Then you go to work. You want the promotions. You want somebody to tell you good job. Your company give you a survey. How would you like to be shown appreciation? You complain, I don't just want pizza. I want to be validated for real. There's no real sense of internal validation. And we look for the same thing in partners. Why do you want a relationship? I want to be happy. I want to be whole. I want to feel loved. We just outsource our validation our whole life. And which is a terrible way to live because you'll never be able to. We're people of addiction. We're people of addiction in every.
So is we in the motherfucking Matrix or not? Huh? Neo! The one! Storm, where the stormtrooper niggas at? Where we at? Where is this? Narnia? Fucking Hogwarts, motherfucker? Somebody answer the question, man. We be looking up and shit don't be making no sense, and then we just stop looking up shit. So is we in the motherfucking Matrix or not? Huh? Neo!
Your point should not be stuck like that.
The
man.
one!
That's crazy. If I was gonna play, I'd be terrified.
People can't go to sleep without cutting the TV off because they need radiation to soothe them. People can't go to sleep without cutting these ultraviolet lights off, all these synthetic lights, because they need radiation to soothe them. People can't go to sleep without listening to a fan because we so addicted to radiation because the melanin content of our body is already radioactive. So instead of getting that addiction from the sun, we get it from all this synthetic artificial environment, and that's the reason why we can't sleep. People can't go to sleep without cutting the TV off because they need radiation to soothe them. People can't go to sleep without cutting these ultraviolet lights off, all these synthetic lights, because they need radiation to soothe them. People can't go to sleep without listening to a fan because we so addicted to radiation because the melanin content of our body is already radioactive. So instead of getting that addiction from the sun, we get it from all this synthetic artificial environment, and that's the reason why we can't sleep. People can't go to sleep without cutting the TV off because they need radiation.
One of the first things I think everyone should run out and do, they don't have their own natural spring that's tested. Obviously, that's the golden standard. Filter your water. But filter is not just filter, right? Break it down, deconstruct it, because it's virtually all contaminated with something.
Right.
An RO system, reverse osmosis, or distillation, and then add some electrolytes back into it. So start there. A few $100, now you have your own water system. Then look at your food. Like obviously the less takeout, the less ultra processed. So start whole food. And you know, if you can't afford organic or farmers market stuff, there's the Dirty Dozen, the conventional ones that are that little sticker on the fruits and vegetables. If it has 9, if it's not labeled saying organic, and look and say if it's 9, it's organic. If it's 4 or 3, then you're seeing that it's sprayed with chemicals and or could be a genetically modified fruit. One of the first things I think
making these simple healthy snack swaps gave me a flat stomach and better health within just a few days. Let's walk through it. Don't fall for the fake healthy labeling on the front. Always make sure you read the ingredients. Instead of the fake healthy Lay's baked potato chips that has seed oils and extra BS preservatives, go for a brand like Siete. They only use avocado oil, potatoes, and sea salt. You already know Chips Ahoy cookies aren't healthy. Instead, go for a brand like Boss Cow. These are my favorite cookies. They use all organic ingredients along with grass-fed A2 dairy, which is easier to digest. Gatorade isn't healthy at all. It's full of sugar, water, and artificial coloring. If you need electrolytes, instead just go for some clean ingredient coconut water. Skip the Slim Jims. They're full of inflammatory ingredients. Instead, go for a brand like Lineage. It's made with grass-fed beef, and it has beef liver and heart, which are 2 major multivitamins. Skip the plant-based Reese's and go for a Hue cashew butter-filled chocolate bar. Skip the Honey Nut Cheerios and go for a brand like Lovebird cereal. Instead of smart food popcorn, go for lesser evil popcorn. Make these simple snack changes and I can almost promise you'll see a difference in your health. If you want to find more clean ingredient snacks like the ones in this video, just check the link in my bio. And if you want to see more videos like this.
When our chakras upgrade, your chakras are directly connected to the ganglion nerve system. So your ganglia, which are actual real nerves inside the body, are also upgrading. And that's the real thing that's upgrading. That's giving you the change of perception. That's what's giving you the change in your diet. The ganglia, the nerves inside your body, when those upgrade, those will give you the change of perception. Those will make you feel like, oh, I need to get away from these people. Oh, I need to change my diet. Or I can't eat this no more. Or I got to start wearing crystals. Your ganglia are evolving. You know what I'm saying? They're upgrading in consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Because your consciousness is directly connected to your ganglia and how much consciousness is getting through the chakras. Because every chakra is also like a valve. You know what I mean?
And understand that what we're experiencing now in the Western world is vomit. But in that vomit is the original meal. They vomited it up because they didn't have the intellectual enzymes to digest it. But you do. Study your history. Understand who you are. Know your greatness, but more importantly, own your greatness. Keep on keeping on. It ain't over till we win. And understand that what we're experiencing now in the Western world is vomit. But in that vomit is the original meal. They vomited it up because they didn't have the intellectual enzymes to digest it. But you do. Study your history. Understand who you are. Know your greatness, but more importantly, own your greatness. Keep on keeping on.
Something's not quite right with Cardi B. Watch this. Check this out, y'all.
Very carefully, because no one can explain what happened to Cardi B.
Yes, be involved. Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about them gift. What's good?
Something's
Look at the other host.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. Take the gift cards.
Now notice how he claps 3 times and then it's as if nothing ever happened.
Take the gift cards, take the gift cards, take the gift cards.
Yeah, because they might put, what's that thing that was going around in the...
The internet had a lot of questions to ask when this clip was first released.
He didn't move, blink, or nothing.
Was this ever explained?
Notice how the presenter suddenly changes when she says, Holy Ghost.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
That's some kind of
rock and roll, and as Mark Cohn says in his great song, Walking in Memphis, there's a pretty little thing waiting for the...
As you can see, not everything is as it seems.
Stay weird, y'all. Stay weird. Something's not quite right with Cardi B.
That's the most pervasive narrative, primarily because the majority of African Americans were in the South. But first of all, I challenge people to think about where the South is. People are eating different things depending upon where they were located during the period of enslavement. If you're in the Southwest, you necessarily have access to more peppers, and if you're on the Chesapeake, you have access to the water. People foraged, they went into the woods and they found berries and they found other greenery. We need to be very careful about how we talk about our food cultures as if we're a monolithic culture, because we're not. That's the most pervasive narrative, primarily because...
Interesting concept. Parasites are demons. And when you start to compare the two, you'll see there's a lot of similarities. Parasites don't just invade your body, they hijack your nervous system, control us very easily. By definition, both are known to control their host and manipulate behavior. I mean, look at these things. They can influence your thoughts, the types of foods you crave, encourage sexual desires, even your dreams. So it's very possible these parasites act as antennas or conduits for these demonic entities. Archons, jinn, demons, whatever you want to call them. But think about it. Why else is there fast food, alcohol, and junk on every street corner? And then you combine that with chemtrails, pesticides, fungicides, microplastics, heavy metals. Think about what kind of influences you could be under. This could be another reason why they want us to all be sick, to make us susceptible to these demonic entities. These are the sources of addiction. This is why people can't break those bad habits or those vices. You ask yourself, why'd you do that? Why'd you eat that? Why do you keep doing those things you know are bad for you? Is it you, or is it the parasite forcing that self-destructive behavior? Now, even the Bible says some demons can only be casted out through fasting. Anyone who's done a deep fast knows those shakes of abstaining from certain foods. You're like a drug addict being revealed your true addictions. But then it gets easier as you starve those demons out. So this is what no one tells you about a parasite cleanse. Killing the parasites is just the first step. You still have to flush them out of your system, otherwise you're left with a bunch of dead worms inside of you. This is a 6-week protocol that combines some of the best parasitic herbs: clove, wormwood, black walnut hull, and more. And then a powerful intestinal broom to eliminate not just the parasites, but their eggs and excess waste also. Now, I do advise you keep a bathroom nearby, as these are powerful herbs that are going to reset your entire system. Click the link in my bio to get a protocol from Alchemy Roots. Interesting concept. Parasites are demons.
I said this before, my people, and it's all unfolding. I'm telling young black women, you are in danger from other black women. Y'all don't get it. Black women are setting black women up for failure. It is what it is. This is no lie, and I'm glad Tasha K is exposing these people, especially this one here. So I want y'all to listen to this right here.
Nobody should access your body if you can't access their my chart. A phone. People, Negroes got more than one phone. Okay? And so, like, she's out here and she's preaching like this from the heart, using a very, 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 very mindful, very demure attitude. But she's speaking from a hurt woman's place. And I don't need a psychology degree from the University of Phoenix like she got in order to kind of push this narrative or fit into a space just so I can make some money, because this is what people are after now. You know, this is what people want to hear. They don't want to hear you yelling at teenagers no more on the Maury Povich show or on Teen Mom. Who cares? They fast-ass girls. So now she's trying to get into a space and she's trying to seem relevant. You know, she's got her hair gelled down over her missing size because of all this put her through. And now she's done with men and she's coming back and she's trying to basically educate men. And it looks like it's coming from a loving space, but it's coming from a very bitter, scorned space that I'm 40, no babies, I'm beautiful. And so now I've had to resort to eating just because y'all can't be the man that I feel that I need. So now I'm just going to sell you this. Let's go. Let's finish up.
Not, and I won't.
Yeah.
And so that's the first question. And
what are the answers?
Oh, I've had some men be like password to my phone. Like, I just feel like, you know, if you're going to trust me, then you trust me and you don't need to have access. And in my personal experience, I go red flag womanizer. Red flag womanizer. And womanizer just means you got something going on, you're manipulative.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're not giving context to this. Like, how long have you known these people? Like, how long have you known these men? See, to me, this is based off of her past experience that she's selling you because love did not work out for her. Love did not work out for her. You getting a man's password does not tell you anything about that man at all. Red flag, whatever. It doesn't. Because you can refuse to give your password up, but does that mean you're cheating? Does that mean that you're untrustworthy? How about this? If you want to be intimate with me, let's go to the clinic, let's get fresh results. That's how you could tell if somebody really messed with you. But a password to a phone, this sounds like high school shit, but this y'all doctor from the University of Phoenix. Let's go ahead and let her push her trauma on y'all, okay? Y'all gonna sit up here and let an unmarried, babyless woman that don't even like men no more tell y'all what a man need to be. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Pause. And that's factual. A woman that don't have kids, don't have a man, that had many experiences with men, but seems that all the men are the problem, and she has all the answers, but all the men that she has experience with is the problem. And now,
why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all just get along, please? Like, women and men need each other. That's what it is. Like, come on, y'all. This is crazy that we live in this type of world, man. This is gay. You gotta. I know people gonna have their disagreements, but you gotta work something out. Because at the end of the day, men and women need each other. That's just that simple.
she has resorted to actually dealing with females at 40 years old. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
You got something that you're not transparent about. I am not into honesty, I'm into transparency. Yeah. I don't want to have to ask you 15 questions to get you to be honest with me. I like transparency. Yes. Baby, I was on my way home and I got an email from my ex-girlfriend and I forwarded it to you.
That's controlling.
Okay, Daddy, you
that's
hungry?
that's insecurities.
That's me.
That's controlling and insecurities.
That sounds like an alibi. Who gotta do all that?
Exactly.
Do you understand? This is why a lot of people I feel are single, because you're listening to people like that are just not, in my opinion, authentic. They're not telling you where their information is coming from. Everybody has an intention. What is your intention? Why are you out here speaking like this? Why? You know, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out men like Nick Cannon are narcissistic. Why? Because they've been given everything their entire life. And the moment that they don't get it, the moment they don't receive praise because they've been in the limelight their whole life, they feel insecure. They have to feel needed. They have to feel wanted. They have to feel loved. It doesn't take a doctor to do that.
Exactly.
To figure that out.
Absolutely.
And furthermore, why are these women chasing these high-profile men, which are in high demand by everybody? Why would you even want a man like that?
So as you can see.
Shout out to Tasha K for actually breaking this down a little bit. I suggest y'all go watch this video in its entirety. This was my brother George Macon.
Now, in the further back is the pyramid of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. Keep in mind, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors had astronomical science, astrology, where they studied the stars and so forth. One of the things that's been brought to astronomers' attention is that they noticed that the pyramid of Khufu and Khafra, if you notice right here, are in a perfect alignment. Okay? It's a perfect alignment. But the question is that why would such a perfect alignment and perfect structure where they built the small pyramid of Menkaure off course? Can you see it off course? Yeah. But what they found, though, is that our ancestors were building the pyramids in alignment with the stars, that they were in rhythm with the astrology and the astronomical science of the universe, the science of astrology or the study of the stars. And what they found is that the star system Orion was the star system of Osiris. Remember, the king wants to become one with Osiris. So by aligning the pyramid of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure with Orion, and that's why they built the pyramid of Menkaure slightly over and not in alignment, because the pyramids were built off of the alignment of the star system Orion. Now, in the further back is the pyramid of...
Her body became trapped under a layer of ice, with only her feet and skis above the surface. For 40 minutes, she found an air pocket to breathe, but eventually her body shut down and her heart stopped beating. It took rescuers 80 minutes to pull her out of the freezing water. Doctors worked tirelessly for 9 hours to bring her back to life. Amazingly, she survived, making medical history with the lowest body temperature ever recorded in an adult. Her body became trapped.
Another benefit of fasting is this: your body is utilizing fat first for energy. We all eat processed food. I don't care how much organic you buy, you can't get around eating processed food in this modern society. There's things in processed food that is stored in the body as just toxins. It's things that our bodies cannot use for anything beneficial. Those toxins store directly in fat, and fat only. Just like drinking alcohol, is nothing useful your body can do with that. So it stores in fat, and the only way to get rid of it is to burn that fat off. When you're fasting, your body goes directly to that fat and burn that off. This is a natural and the most effective way of detoxifying the body is fasting. Another benefit of fasting.
Quick thought. Did you know that every time we speak, we're using magic and witchcraft? Let me explain. Whether you're using your words and your intention for good or bad, every time you speak, you are sending out a vibrational signature, whether it be positive or negative. For instance, most people speak highly of themselves, always speaking positive, right? They're sending out a vibrational frequency that's gonna match their reality, and that's what they're gonna live and see. And some people put out their negative frequency and they complain a lot, right? They get more of that. So magic is the act of trying to change or alter the circumstances of the reality that we see. So we should be using the magic that we have for only good, because you have the power to change and alter the circumstances and the reality that we see. So use your magic and your witchcraft wisely, because you use it anyway. Quick thought.
Ralph Messia is living to tell the tale of his near miss with an out-of-control car during his morning walk in Nevada.
Oh my God.
Police say the driver of a Toyota Camry lost control at high speed on San Marin Drive, jumped a curb and careened onto Simmons Lane, crashing into a house. Watch again how close the car came to Ralph and how quick he reacted.
I'm walking up, I see it out of the corner of my eye, I see it coming, and it happened, and you know, and that's the reaction is from being at the gym and doing the crossovers with the trainer.
Nevada police say the driver of the car suffered a medical emergency seconds before the crash. Both he and his passenger went to the hospital with injuries and are expected to survive.
Something bigger than me was watching out.
Ralph Messia is living to tell the tale of his near miss with an...
If I'm Travis Hunter, I'm running away as fast as I can. Fuck the looks. It ain't all about the looks, my boy. She done gave you sign after sign. Y'all, look at this.
I was in the friend.
Alright, now how do we meet, babe, for real?
What you mean, how do we meet?
How do we meet, for real?
I shot myself on Instagram, but she does.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
So, you hit her on Instagram. She denied you. She even said you wasn't her type. What made you her type? You look the same way as you did a couple years ago when y'all first dated. So what changed, bruh? Let's not forget, we all seen this situation. Like, you doing this in front of all these people? Like, damn, you supposed to be happy for them. And this one just tops it off. No Diddy. So Travis Hunter won the Heisman, and at the ceremony, when they called his name, she was just sitting down clapping. She didn't seem excited. She didn't hop up. Deion Sanders had to tell her to get up. Look. Get up. If I'm Travis Hunter.
We listen and we don't judge. So listen,
Sometimes when I tell you that let's go to sleep and I pretend like I'm asleep with you, I really get back up and I just tuck a pillow behind you and I get up and I do work. But you still think it's me because I usually tuck a pillow or a blanket behind you. So you think it's me. But I have stuff to do, so sometimes I do that. It don't really be me, it's the pillow. We listen and we don't judge. That one time we was on the phone with somebody, you was farting up a storm. And one time it was me. And I was on the phone with my friend and I said, ooh, excuse her. Her stomach is going. Hey, we listen and we don't judge. It's me. We
Wow. Yo, this is actually insane. Like, imagine the CIA got like a costume like that and they just go around killing people in that junk. That is crazy, man. Mm.
When you bring your co-workers to come try your spot for one time, I thought she was gone. It's a 10 out of 10 or what?
Oh, goddamn.
When you bring them to your spot, man, where your license registration? Where your license registration? I'm just playing. I call me that. You know what? Since you like it so much, I got another surprise for you. I need you to try this one.
Oh, goddamn.
Down the middle is a seafood boudin ball. It's about 20 pounds, you know.
Big.
Now, tomorrow you're going to have to work out real tough in the gym, though. You're going to have to, you know.
Oh.
But, I mean, if you don't want it, just let me know. She done got hot.
Women offer sex early. Women offer head early. Women offer everything early. And a man worth his salt is definitely alarmed by a woman that is ready to release all of her value in an expedited fashion. Like, men pay attention to women that don't comprehend where their value resides. And a lot of them take advantage of your vulnerability. And think about it. If you was a man, would you? And a lot of times women say, I wouldn't do that. If I was a man, I wouldn't do that. Listen, if you was a man, you would definitely do that. You would definitely date younger and dumber. You would definitely do it. You would. If you reach a precipice in your experience where now you can afford what you can afford, and you have the opportunity to have the experiences that you desire to have, physically and otherwise, intellectually, because you're not even being challenged. It takes a certain type of man to appreciate, you know, the sharpening of steel. So why wouldn't you go out and pay for what you want to pay for when you can afford it? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Women offer sex early. Women offer Honda, Subaru. What is that? Kia. No, what is that? Honda, Chevy, Volkswagen. No, what is that? Honda, Volkswagen, Kia, Honda.
Honda. Animals, the plants, the trees communicate with your ass all day. You don't even know it because you looking for words. Because they got you believing you're human when you a god. Words. Nigga, do you know who we are? We didn't use no motherfucking words, nigga. Words. We use electricity, fam. What you think telepathy is? Animals, the plants, the trees communicate with your ass all day. You don't even know it because you looking for words. Hey, once you niggas start hopping on the planes, staying in the 4 or 5 star hotels, eating at big restaurants, you know what I'm saying? Stop shopping at the mall, you feel me? Start seeing beaches, mountains, deserts, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Once y'all start seeing that, y'all gonna realize that all this shit that they be having us out here living for ain't about nothing. On the set, cause that shit crazy. Like, I just hope you young niggas don't die or end up in jail doing life before y'all get to see some shit that's worth actually seeing. Cause I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It's a lot of niggas behind them walls that's sitting there with regrets. That's why one of my main things is we gotta teach the new generation, you feel me? They gotta be better than us. Hey, once you niggas start hopping on the planes.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and don't expect nothing from the Lord. When your mind is shifting, 1 minute is yes, the next minute is no, the next minute is I don't know if it's gonna work, you're gonna be stuck. So it's either yes or no. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be yes today, no tomorrow, maybe the next day. It's either yes or no. You can't be in between. You can't be swaying left to right. It's either yes or it's gonna be no. And in my world, it's only yes, yes, and more yes. But you know what it is? People stop and get discouraged when they hear the word no, not knowing if you take a few more steps, that yes that you're looking for is right there. A no is just an obstacle in your way trying to stop you from getting to that yes. So it's either going to be yes or it's going to be no. Either it's going to be yes, I'm going to do it and do it until I get it done, or it's going to be no, I ain't doing it. So don't be double-minded. Y'all have a blessed day today. A double-minded...
No, I ain't just get out. Damn that I want to get out. And I said, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't just get out.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something to get out.
So you say yes. You're released from prison.
Oh, gang, you keep going too fast. I ain't just get released. So I want everybody to know the truth. You know what you got to do to get out of that, right? I had to sacrifice my son, gang.
No.
It's all good because I can have another one.
No.
All right?
No.
No.
That's
no.
no.
That's not right.
That's not right.
That little boy ain't did nothing. I mean, me and the kids don't even really get along like that. Some of them don't even speak English for a long, long time. And then they come out of nowhere with these attitudes and a vape. Like, okay, wait a minute. You could have got sacrificed. But shit, to each his own. I ain't got no kids, so I really can't speak on that. Parents?
No, I ain't just get out. Damn that I...
Nah, that was crazy.
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct? That's right. It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
These are 6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They say no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal. They know that they can't see them when they turn.
I've been using music to manifest for a long time.
Music can be a powerful tool in the manifestation process. The right kind of music can elevate your mood, help you focus, and even assist in visualization practices. Listening to uplifting or meditative music while envisioning your goals can intensify the emotional and energetic impact of your visualizations, making them more potent.
I always looked at music a little differently than most people. I don't even say certain lyrics because your tongue hold a lot of power. Sometimes I listen to playlists like this with no lyrics at all, just positive frequencies. This is the right type of music that video was talking about. If you want to listen to this playlist, the link is in my bio. The best thing to do is to find alternative versions of the songs you like to listen to, tuned to different frequencies. Or just listen to playlists like this. I've been using music.
It's the chemicals in the perm. It's not the hair. It's the chemicals in the hair. And most of that is made out of what you call hydrocarbon, what you call oil waste, what you could call gasoline. And that's going to cause cancer. And it's a green kind of color under the skull once you do autopsies. Yeah. And of course, the hair relaxers is another way of doing it, and that's phosphoric acid and sulfuric acid, which causes the denaturing of your DNA. Essentially, makes you kind of freak person. So they're denaturing their DNA, which means they're damaging their eggs and damaging their sperm, and all that goes with that chemical that they're taking through the skin, which has the same effect if they took it orally. They just alter their mood and state of consciousness. So the perm is just permanently making them stupid, in other words. It's the chemicals in the perm. It's not the hair.
What are those? You're one step away from painting your nails black. The black eyeliner. You look like you want to stand up and sing. 'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Over. Bro. Nah, those like, look at those. Those are like electrocution, bro. No, I'm not. What are those? You're one step away. And Nasir.
Yes, go to bed, Nasir.
I'm a black king. I can't go to bed. I'm a black king. I have to give everybody. I have to give everyone help because I'm a black king.
Be quiet.
I'm a black king right here. And this is a black king on
Instagram.
Black
king.
A black king. When you see me, and Nasir.
Bro, he's too funny for
To
that.
beat me up? Do you want me to die? Do you want to fuck me? What do you want? What? You push me. You do this to me. What kind of a man are you? What are you?
Hey, now somebody intervene. God damn. Ain't nobody gonna say calm her down, man. Ma'am, it's okay. He's sorry. Say sorry, sir. Shit. God damn, beat me up. Fuck me, kill me. I don't think that can't be the ABC questionnaire. Hell no. You need at least a D in there. You gotta have one throw off all of the above or something. God damn, what did you do? I need to get on my flight too. Let me hurry up, check my mother. Yeah, we boarding
What
about
did
20
you
more
do?
minutes. Y'all can finish though.
To beat me up? Do you want me to die? Do you want...
Dang. He got at least say sorry, whatever he did. Shoot. It's crazy. It says doctor reveals 3 foods to grow new brain cells.
Top 3 foods to grow new brain cells.
Contrary to popular belief, you actually can grow new brain cells even into old age. That's the new science. We've discovered that because of a nutrient called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factors, your body can actually grow new brain cells into old age. So the number 1 is going to be blueberries. The anthocyanins in blueberries actually will help the release of BDNF. Number 2, turmeric has curcumin in it, which also will stimulate the release of BDNF. And number 3, flaxseed or fatty fish has omega-3 fats, which will also stimulate the release of BDNF that will help you grow new brain cells.
Top 3 foods to grow new.
All right, my people, I've never seen so many people in my life all of a sudden start to speak about extraterrestrials and aliens. They were speaking about Yahshua, the Most High, God, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah. They were speaking about him and his angels returning. They didn't say anything about sophisticated, advanced, technically advanced black people. Returning to this planet. And people talk about a fake alien invasion, which you don't know the alien is already here. The word aliens just say a lie. That's all it is. And in the north, the N means the north, a lie in the north. These people right here, this complex cell organism, was genetically modified by this species that was here already and has been here for quite some time. And they have, and it's now a lot of people are starting to catch on this, even them, because their backs are being pushed up against the wall. Y'all don't get this. Sound the alarm. But here's the deal. Once again, and all you people out here that are speaking down about extraterrestrials, talking about black people in these spaces.
Oh my god, that looks so fire, bro. That is so cool. Look at all the fireworks. Like, what? That's cool.
Is a rare sugar.
Yep.
Comes from things like dates. It doesn't raise your blood sugar. It doesn't raise your insulin. In fact, if you take it before you eat a candy bar, it will lower your blood sugar response.
Wow.
Because it raises GLP-1. It acts like a GLP-1 agonist drug, but it has a short half-life. Like it might work for about 4 to 5 hours. But basically, you can take 10 to 12 grams of this sweetener. It won't have any calories, and it's going to lower the blood sugar effect of the meal. Like it's a therapeutic supplement. Like I am now making a point of taking it. I'm trying to get it in before each meal.
Wow.
There are doctors using it to get people to be able to titrate off of GLP-1 agonist drugs, to be able to use them as weight loss drugs. But just think about anyone using a sweetener. This is the sweetener of choice. It's amazing. It turns out that allulose, which is a rare sugar, comes from things like dates. It doesn't raise your blood.
These drones seem to be taking over the world and no one knows where they came from. Check this out, y'all. This one was spotted over New Jersey.
This is crazy. God, look at it.
This is so weird.
That's not a plane.
I've never seen any plane that looks like that, or a helicopter. I mean, is it a UFO? Is it a drone? Where did it come from? Why is it there?
That's not. That's not my camera.
If you've seen one, let me know in the comments. And what do you think it is?
I had to go running and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me.
Do you know anybody that drinks one of these a day? Hold on, wait till you see this, because I think this will convince them how bad it really is, and you're going to need to send this video to them. If you drink one of these a day for 7 days, this is how much sugar you're ingesting. Okay, that's ridiculous.
Ooh.
273 grams. That's just one a day. Now wait, catch this. If you drink one a day for a month, I can hardly lift it. That's how many pounds of sugar. I think it's 4 pounds of sugar that you're ingesting with one a month. You know, here's the sad reality. Most people, they're doing 2 or 3 of these a day. So that POW would look like this. Okay, here's the problem. We know this is a big cause of diabetes. And now it's estimated that over 90% of the population has pre-diabetes, and most people don't know it. You know what kills you? Not diabetes. It's the heart attacks, the strokes, and all the conditions that go along with diabetes, even cancer. If you're ingesting this type of sugar, that's exactly where we could be headed. Do you know anybody that drinks one of these a day? Hold on, wait till you see this, because I think this will convince.
Babe, wake up. We here. Alright.
Can I get a number 2 meal with extra Chick-fil-A sauce?
Big.
So if I give you a glass of water and then I piss in it and then I add sugar, it doesn't remove the piss. These are both independent things. This is what tends to happen. This is what we don't understand about trauma. Removing the piss requires removing the piss. No amount of sugar will take it out of the drink. Okay? So no amount of, this is mistake number one, no amount of building something good will remove something bad. Okay? So healing, and it's also like, you know, if I break a leg, no amount of bench press will heal my leg. Like, I can build as much as I want to, I can fix my hair, I can brush my teeth, but the leg is broken, the leg is broken. Same is true of the mind. Okay? Second thing is, what happens is we have, like, our consciousness is divided. Now we're going to get kind of technical and off the rails. So we have all of these, like, dormant pieces of our consciousness that activate in certain situations. One of the biggest mistakes we make about healing is we look at what is active in our mind 90% of the time, and we assume that the injury is no longer there. That's not the case. Does that make sense?
100%.
Right? So the injury just goes dormant. Then there are certain things that happen that can trigger that injury. That's what we call triggers, right? So if I'm traumatized, if we look at like PTSD, and I've been traumatized by, you know, a bomb going off, literally my brain has certain circuits that scans my perceptual environment and decides what to activate. So there are ways stillness makes you feel small, and fuck you if you're ever going to be small again. Never again, never again, never again. I would bet money that if you sit by yourself and you're not occupied, right? That's why you have to watch crime shows, because if you don't watch crime shows, you're going to be still. And if you're still, that's unacceptable. Okay? So dormant things have to be healed where they belong. And this is where...
Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't open it. No. Why?
It got shit in it.
Don't wait.
13 years as a butt doctor, yet no one believes me when I tell them this. Eating dates will get rid of excess water weight and reduce the puffiness in your face. Eating pineapple will get rid of any smell down there as it balances your pH levels. Watermelon will clear out your pores and keep your skin clear because of all the minerals and antioxidants it contains. Lemon balm is 98% more effective than Ozempic. If you want a tutorial on how to make it, comment lemon balm and I will send it your way. 40% of women suffer from nutrient deficiency. This is what I recommend to women who get dizzy and always feel tired. You can find it on Amazon. It's called Rosabella Moringa. I can't possibly share all of the secrets I learned in these short videos. If you want to learn more, I have a newsletter called Women's Health where I reveal everything. Comment health if you want to join. 13 years.
Gotta be a no.
So he gonna take all your girlfriends?
Yeah, he tried to. You gotta share.
No, the hell you don't.
Gotta be a no.
She said, well, no the hell you don't. This one you gotta share.
The 5 deadly fruits: watermelon, mango, pineapple, grapes, and bananas. We said, what? 5 dead God's food? Yeah, I know it's God's food, but guys, I promise you, if you're diabetic, if you're pre-diabetic, if you have any type of insulin sensitivity, steer clear of these. They will spike your blood sugar. Okay, right now that you can't hurt the body and heal the body at the same time. They're high glycemic, which means they spike your blood sugar. Okay, right now your body is not well enough to bring that blood sugar back down. But if you need help with that, see me, I can help you. Steer clear of those.
Hey family, the holidays are upon us, and let's be honest, you're going to eat a few things, guys, and that's okay. That's why I put together a plan that you'll need for after the holidays that will reset your gut, normalize your blood pressure, blood sugar, restore your body. Just type HOPE in the comments below so I can teach you in my free masterclass.
The 5 deadly fruits: watermelon, mango, pineapple.
Hey, tell me I'm tripping, but don't it be fucked up when you see people realize shit that you've been trying to get them to see? Like, that shit really be crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm just glad that I learned how to keep it pushing instead of spending my time trying to convince people, because I wouldn't have made it that far in life if I was moving like that. Really be wishing that people would grow, because it's like this: if you ain't growing, you holding back the people that it is, and a lot of y'all be on that and wonder why people are so distant. Fix yourself, gang. That's free game. Hey, tell me I'm tripping, but don't it be fucked up when you see people realize shit that you've been trying to get them to see? Like, that shit really be crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but
This is the last time I'ma tell one of y'all, but hold on, I got something for you, bitch. Yeah, hold on.
So single women are happier than single men, study says. Hey, that's a possibility, man. Definitely possibility. You gotta think about it though, because no, I'm just thinking like logic. Women get more attention than men, so that makes sense. Yeah. Just think I watch it.
So I'm scrolling, and I see this post. Being broke at a book fair as a kid turned me into a monster. You couldn't go to a book fair with $2 thinking you was getting something. No, nigga. They're gonna give you a fucking paper bookmark, nigga. Man, fuck that shit. Like, this had to be, this is why I started stealing. All them kids coming out, and they don't pay $50. They got the fucking fire Harry Potter books, or the books that pop out, coloring book. Boy, they knew damn well not to let me in that room. No funny. Because I was, you ain't see nothing. I'm dead ass. Fuck you talking about $10 for a eraser, motherfucker? Yo, I erased this whole room. Like, y'all really playing with me. But book fairs was really vital. It really showed who had brand and who didn't. Dead ass.
True.
Book
That
fairs
is
was
true.
really, they were showing you all this spa shit and all that. Yo, and don't let me get started with that catalog there where you had to sell a certain things and you would win something. You remember? But those back in those days, man, I still sneak into a book fair and do what I do. Shit, man, them shits that's wicked. Scholastic book fairs. So I'm scrolling, and I see this post. Being broke at a book fair.
Reading will actually make you live longer. Reading lowers your stress levels, and stress is the #1 killer. Its strength is one of the most important organs in your body, which is known as your brain. Reading will help you make better decisions, thus moving you further along in life. Some of y'all got books y'all ain't never touched. Some of y'all only read one chapter book in your life. I've only read one chapter book in my life. Well, let me fix that. One fictional chapter book in my life. I'm always researching. I'm either looking for something to read on my phone, or if I leave my phone and go to the restroom, I'm reading the back of a bottle. I'm always reading, bro. So for those of y'all that like to read, DTR 360 Books has a ton of black-owned books. I'm gonna tag them in the caption, but they have tons of books on ancient spirituality, different books on philosophy, different books on mindset and history. Don't sleep on the power of reading books. You can find a bookstore in the caption below. Follow me for more. I love y'all.
Man, one of my baby mama just called me like, he hit me in front of the kids. I said, what? She said, he hit me in front of the kids. I was like, fuck, man. All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to your mom. I want you to take the kids to your mom's. Make sure they're all right. All right? She's like, okay. I'm like, all right then. She's like, hold on. And then what? And then what? I'm like, and then what? Bitch, and then go get your rematch. Fuck you talking about? You got beat up in front of the kids, bro. That shit's embarrassing. I don't got nothing to do. Whatever the fuck y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact, man.
Nah, he was messed up with that, bro.
One thing I do not like is when I go over somebody's house and I can taste their house in the food. I should not be tasting mothballs in my rice and gravy. I should not be tasting Newports and Febreze in my mashed potatoes.
No.
I should not be tasting your house in my food.
No.
That's out of pocket. Matter of fact, that's outrageous.
That is.
Man.
Understandable.
I went over one of my uncle's house the other day. I cooked for your nephew. I'm biting into the fried chicken.
The fried chicken.
Why am I tasting and smelling mothballs? I shouldn't be able to taste what I smell.
Right.
That, man, bye. That's nasty. That just made me mad all over again. Bye.
That's real, man.
I've been in rooms at the top of the top, which albums are prayed over demonically. Music is prayed over demonically. That goes out to the world, goes out to the radio stations, goes out to the public. And when you see that stuff and know that stuff, it's frightening.
What do you mean by that, Shane? Prayed over demonically?
So, rituals, ceremonies, everything to bring, to give light to the devil, to Satan. It's a satanic music industry. That's majority of what it is. I've been in rooms.
The more I study the importance of resistance training and the more I study the importance of doing weights, I started kicking myself for being lazy about that. Because especially as you age, loss of muscle mass can be really debilitating. The technical term for that is sarcopenia. Sarco is the Greek word for muscle, and penia is loss of muscle loss. So as people get older, they tend to lose muscle, and when you do that, you become frail and you lose functional capacity. So now I try to do good 2 strength workouts out of every week. The more I study the importance of resistance training.
But don't get mad when you find out she's not completely yours.
How do you ensure that he's showing me?
You can't. That's her decision.
What you mean you can't? Nah, I agree with that. I feel like as a man, you know when a woman is really invested in
No, you don't.
Versus, right.
No, you don't. And that's what men be scared of. Because once you get into that space where you think you know that, and then some bad shit happen, and it can catch you completely off guard, that shit can ruin your life.
But you don't feel like...
Have you noticed men don't bounce back from hard breakups?
Yeah.
Oh, they really don't.
It ain't like once a nigga go through like, not if you just fucking with somebody and you know what I mean, and passing, but if a man been like a real long-term relationship, he don't just leave that motherfucker and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time, but if that nigga was happy at some point and then she completely switched the program, that shit fucking nigga up. But don't get mad when you find
the child was brought here to teach their parents something. So say if you're a Virgo, you was here to teach your parents how to be more perfectionists, how to complete things. Aries was to teach their parents how to stand up, have a spine, don't let nobody push over on you. Taurus was about possession. You know, you ain't got to be broke. You really don't. You got intelligence. Come on, Mom. Dang, you all that creativity, imagination, and you say you ain't got no money, you can create money with your mind. You know what I mean? Right. Gemini teaches their parents to communicate, because most likely when they created that child, they did not know how to communicate. That's what Gemini's here for. I feel sorry for them. Leo basically teaches people how to shine. The world is a stage, and I'm playing every part. Libra is more so, you've been unfair to me. I'm going to teach you that you won't give me justice. You won't respect me. See, Libra, that's one thing about Libras. They demand respect, even when they don't deserve it. Going to Scorpio, Scorpio is about destruction and rebirth. They're what you call cleaning out, spring cleaning. Look, you ain't used it in 7 years, throw that mess away. What is wrong with you? This is too much clutter. You can't breathe. And if you don't get it out in time, you come home and your house is empty and everything on the curb. They don't hold on, you know, because my mom's a Scorpio. And she'd wake us up in the middle of the night like, if you can't carry it on your back, it ain't going. We moving. we did a lot of moving. And, you know, she's like, we can start over. They got resale stores in every state. They got Goodwills all over. Sagittarius. Oh, those dear philosophers. Sagittarius is a beautiful sign, but they philosophize a little bit too much for me. You know, I mean, they use reason and logic, you know what I mean? And they are the opposite of Gemini, you know. But, however, when they're not conscious, Sagittarius can be deadly, because the centaur with the bow, yes, their words cut and sting. You know, and you'd be like, dang, what did I do to you? Did you really have to say it? But really what they're saying is good for you. Sagittarius, their thing is, it's not about the fall, it's how you get back up. And that's what that teaches you, okay? Capricorn's whole thing, they're the solitary ones. They stick to themselves. They're your organizers. They don't want to be in the forefront, but they know how to do everything, and they know every damn thing. You want to have her be a good friend to a Capricorn, buy them a book. You know, music and books is their thing. They're often assumed to be non-emotional. They're not non-emotional, they just take life serious and don't feel like crying over the small stuff. Keep it moving. Aquarius. I just look at Aquarius as, man, what am I doing here? You know, they're like, you know, that's the best way. I mean, because it's the water bearer, and a lot of people think it's a water sign, and it's not. It's an air sign. You know, but they're like, what the? Yes, it's electricity. And they will use it, won't they? You know. So being around Aquarius, I like that, because sometimes when I get in my indolent stages where my confidence level go down, like especially if I'm writing a book, and I'll be like, ain't nobody gonna read this. I have my Aquarius friends that I can call that'll zap the energy in me, and I get right back up and my confidence built up. So that's why I have Aquarius around me when I'm in my writing stages. Because they're honest, they tell you the truth. They be like, that sucks. Okay? You know, they won't say, well, you know, that's good. You know, just because they're my friend. They are honest, and that's one thing I love. Aquariuses really don't lie. You know, and if they tell a lie, you can best believe it was done to save their life or yours. Pisces. Basically, Pisces is like, dang, when y'all gonna get it? I mean, dang, how many times are you gonna repeat this? When you gonna get it? Right. Say 1 + 1 is 3. Right. Man plus woman is y'all. When you gonna get it? Because we still saying 1 + 1 is 2. Pisces like, no, it ain't not the last time I checked. Because I'm a woman, that's my man, and we got a child. 1, 2, 3. When y'all gonna get it? Get back in tune with nature. That's the Trinity. See, that's what Pisces is about. They get to their spiritual, and they stay in their imagination a little bit too much. That's why Pisces have to be around other water signs, Cancers and Scorpio, as well as earth signs, because earth accepts water. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces has to be around a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in order to stay balanced. If they don't have those elements in their life, they're unstable as water. The child was brought here to teach.
When we meet like this, love flows completely unimpeded, and your space becomes panoramic. Your joy flows like a river. It takes a lot of transport.
No, wait a minute.
I don't blame you. Who really likes school? Says male wizard holding up his girl so she can sleep, take a nap, basically.
Hey Mom, I'm just getting a coffee with my husband.
Say that again.
I'm just getting a coffee with my husband. Do you want to say hi to my mum? Oh no, why not?
Why would I be?
Why do you want to be my husband? You don't like me enough?
No, I don't. You're
Oh, our kids will be tall though, my parents are tall.
No, it doesn't work
I can't
that way.
convince you all.
Come back in 50 centimeters.
Come back in 50
I'll be
centimeters.
waiting for you.
You'll be waiting for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. We'll shake on that. We'll shake on that. I respect it. I respect it. Bye, Mum. Bye. Sorry. Thank you. I think he likes tall girls. Hey, Mum.
So the women, it wasn't about archy, which is power. It was about the line of descent came through the female. Everybody talks about the male pharaoh that sat on the throne, but nobody talks about the queen mothers that chose the pharaoh. Nobody talks about the fact that, yeah, the male sat on the throne, but the throne was a feminine principle, Aset. She had it on her crown. Wherever you see the throne, you know, in other words, it is the queen that makes the king. Black men, we never had a problem understanding. We always understood and respected the feminine principle because, quite frankly, aren't we each and every one of us half man and half woman? And it just happened to be our daddy's chromosome, the Y chromosome, that decided that the Y would be male and his X would be the female. Simple like that. It was meant by nature for there to be more women than men on the planet. That's why there are 3 X's and 1 Y. Because it's important to always keep the human family growing. Women have 2 X, men have 1 X, 1 Y. It was meant for men to be outnumbered 3 to 1. Nature said that.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Why? What happened?
There's no filming in the store.
I'm not filming.
Then what's that?
Oh, he's not even with me.
Then he's been following you around, filming you for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on.
Let me get back up. Anthony? Anthony, come down here. So if you guys are together, I'm gonna need to ask you to leave.
I don't know who that is.
You're not with him?
No.
I'm the manager, and this is private property. You can't come here. You guys can't film. I don't know.
I'm not even filming. I'm not even with him.
You guys would have to leave.
Then why is he filming?
Why is it you guys?
Because you guys are filming.
You guys are
He's
together.
clearly recording someone.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
Leave.
Leave.
Get out.
Leave.
Out now.
That's crazy.
Let's all say together.
All right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Leave.
But that's not.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Leave now. Leave. Leave now.
My employee.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Why? What happened?
There's no filming.
Here's some shit you probably didn't know about decorating your Christmas tree. First things first, if you have some Christmas lights that aren't working, grab the little plug and look for this little compartment that you can pull down. I completely forgot to tell you, but these are called fuses. Every box of lights you buy comes with this little extra pack of bulbs and fuses. So use some tweezers to take these out. When you have them changed out, just close this little compartment. Then when you plug them in, they should, perfect. Instead of wrapping the set of lights around the tree like normal, you're gonna layer them vertically up and down the tree. Putting the lights on the tree vertically is gonna do a couple things for you. For one, it's so much easier to put on and take off whenever you're done with the tree. And 2, it evenly distributes the lights around the tree so much better. You need to add a couple ornaments. But instead of using the little metal wire hangers that come with most ornaments that fall off the trees by fucking breathing on it, instead go grab you a pack of the little hair tie rubber band. And to put it on, you're just gonna slide the rubber band through the loop and then pull one end of the rubber band through its own axis. Now all you gotta do is stretch out the band a little bit and put it on one of the branches. And your Christmas ornaments won't go no fucking way. Except for that. Lastly, if you're the type of family that does the exact same decorations on your tree every single year, you need to get one of these big ass rolls of plastic wrap. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's like 20, 30 bucks. And start saran wrapping your entire tree, ornaments, lights, and all. Obviously, when you're doing this, you want to turn all the lights off, but I'm an asshole.
This is such a pain in the scrotum to do by yourself.
You want to do it a little bit tighter than what I'm doing, but once it's all saran wrapped up, you just put it away until next year, and then next year you just cut it down the middle, peel off the saran wrap, and you're good to go again. Happy holidays, and don't forget to follow me. Son of a...
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
What? What a stop sign? What a stop sign? Are you serious? Wow.
Don't think you
said that's not a lot.
Don't worry.
Put the plate down, bro.
Shit, the meatball bandit.
That ain't the meatball assassin.
Meatball collector.
Meatball collector.
You got a collector of fine exquisite meatballs. You're not about to sit on my bed eating no plate of meatballs, bro. Go on the living room and eat that at the table, bro.
Why?
I don't feel comfortable with you here with all that meat on that plate. You said that's not a lot.
Being over 30 is stupid. I went to sleep on my stomach and laid on my arm. It still hurts. Y'all, that was back in June. Hell, I hurt my knee last year. It still ain't healed. I remember it was a time I could hit my funny bone and laugh about it. If I hit my funny bone right now, I'm down for 3.5 weeks. I can't even eat the food that I want to eat. I got to take a probiotic because I can't digest everything. Ain't this stupid? My eyesight good and bad at the same time. I can see far with one eye and up close with the other one. Like, I'm still young enough to go to the gym and work out hard, but it's going to take me a full week to recover. I still want to live the club life. I want to go out with my friends, but I be tired by 10:30. And if I don't get enough sleep, my anxiety going to keep me up for the rest of the year. I'm at the age where I got to go to the chiropractor at least once a week, every week, because if not, my back is not going to forgive me. My medicine cabinet look like the vitamin shop. You can be pissed off about getting old, but the only other alternative is to die. So, you know what? I'ma just be mad and old. Y'all can go ahead and pass me my AARP card and one of them little scooters so I can ride around Walmart, Jewels, and Target because I ain't going nowhere.
Somebody said, just wait till 57. Oh, man.
Babe, can you get my hair did? Can you get my nails, my hair, I need my hair did. Okay, well, your hairdresser better do it like this, bitch. Nah. The hairdresser better put a motherfucking pirate ship on top of your motherfucking head, bitch. Wasting my motherfucking money all goddamn day. Tell me with this whole weight, this is a waste of my goddamn money.
What?
Motherfucker, that shit not gonna help you suck no dick. That shit not gonna make your pussy no better. That shit not gonna do nothing better. Now, bitch, tell the hairdresser I want black beard pirate ship on your motherfucking head.
Yo, come on, man. Who doing this? Who's doing all this?
Bitch, nah. Fuck is you talking about? Yo ass better come in that motherfucker and say, Arg, where's my boyfriend? I want to for my hair. Arg. Babe, can you get my hair did? Can you get my
thing we teach women about the armpit, and actually would work for men too, is that you should have a pit, not a puff. If it's a puff, like look in the mirror, and if your armpit is a puff, then that's stagnant lymph. It means that you're not pulling the toxins for women that are coming out of her breasts are not getting out. Toxins that are coming out from the head down into the thoracic area is not getting out because it's congested.
So if your underarm is puffy and not like a pit, then you might be storing some of those toxins.
That's right. You're not moving. So the lymph is always carrying toxins out of organs. So the liver has a lymph pathway, the gut has lymph nodes in there that are going to pull all the toxins that are in there and move them out of you. So we need to keep these lymph pathways open. Thing we teach women about the armpit, and actually
This is how emotions affect you. Watch closely.
Think of a moment in your life when you felt great love. The greatest love you ever felt in your life. Just think of that moment. I don't want to know anything about it. Just think about who it was, okay? Can you think of a moment like that? Great love. Michael is just loved, okay? And look, I can't urge you, right? I'm pushing really hard. Now think of a moment when you felt shame. Resist me as hard as you can. You're thinking shame, and just watch what happens to your heart. No matter how hard you try, you have no strength. You have no strength, okay? Now think love. Think love. Just think of that moment and shift. You see the change? Now think shame.
I'm trying hard.
That's how it works. You see? Every thought you have of shame, every thought you have of anger, every thought you have of revenge is a thought that weakens you.
This is how emotions affect.
You don't know about gematria, need to get into it. You can find the codes to everything, learn how to use it. When famous people die, sometimes that be a sacrifice. Check the gematria, it lines up almost every time. You can even use gematria to predict games. So if you bet and use this tool and you could get paid. You can predict events cause sometimes it be planned out. The future is in numbers, you gotta figure it out. When people fake they dead, sometimes it be rituals too. They do gematria so you could be the April Fools. By Israel, he be on it, putting numbers together. Gematria fake on YouTube, show gematria on our level. Wanna learn more go to the realest and visionary podcast. Learn and talk about conspiracies that be real. Join the class. Come with gematria. I'll send you to their website. If y'all know numbers that line up, come with them. Bring them to life. You don't know about gematria?
This is the truth about the drones in America.
Ever since Thanksgiving, there have been thousands of reported drone sightings, mostly in the skies over New Jersey. Now those sightings have spread. Reports of flying objects have cropped up in half a dozen states in the Northeast, some even here in New York City.
The strangest part about these drones is that nobody seems to know where they came from. Not even the government, which is making everybody frustrated. They're not even answering basic questions.
Every question that was asked are great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat.
Now this is definitely a red flag, because if the government's acting like nothing's going on without any answers, then they might be the ones behind it. Now this is just a theory. There's even theories about Project Bluebeam, which are fake advanced images that get shot in the sky to deceive the public, and only certain people would have access to this technology.
So does anybody else find it mighty suspicious that like all this stuff is happening conveniently at the same year when it comes to the presidential election? Just think about it for a second. If you checked into something called Project Bluebeam, you're probably familiar that this is all probably a setup for that to try to make the whole world unite.
These drones were even messing up the radio station, which had everybody believe that these are actually aliens. Now I don't know what that was, but it's not an alien invasion, because an alien invasion will be the entire world, not just one part of America. And apparently this is a close-up of what the drones actually look like. And because this is all happening before 2025, my advice to you, stay aware and don't be tricked by whatever agenda or distractions that come this year. Be sure to share this video so that more people are aware, and hit follow so that you can stay updated. Love y'all.
Alchemy. Anyone can do it. You take pain and suffering and then you switch it into happiness, love, and peace. You incarnate in this life, but before you incarnate, you pick your struggles. You pick what you're going to go through so your soul can grow. I look at things now not as, oh my God, that happened to me, my life sucks. No, I think that all of the things that I've been through are beautiful things, because through every single pain, every single bad moment, it makes a person stronger. So now I'm not scared of anything. If it scares me, I'm going right towards it. I know fear equals growth. Anything I'm scared of, I'm like, please give me some more, because I know that it's going to teach me something. I'm going to become stronger, and I won't have that fear anymore. Alchemy. Anyone can do it. You take.
I said, no, it's not the identity that they're afraid of. It's our intellect. It's our intellect. Like you said, the awakening is happening. People starting to get information and knowledge that they never thought they could get. Matter of fact, you got the brother in the hood who never used to read nothing, putting people up on game. You're like, when the hell you learn that? It's scaring people now. You got people who you never expected to have high levels of knowledge to now drop some stuff on you that's like, yo, you've been reading, studying, watching somebody. You on to something. They be watching this show, and I be looking at this show, and I be laughing like, yeah, okay, they dropping that comedy because that's what you need to ease it on, ease the pain, to ease heavy things, but they dropping just giant gems. I was like, these brothers here got some cold game they dropping on these episodes. Seriously. So that's the situation I'm looking at, and I said, oh, it's the black intellectual extremists that they're afraid of. I said, no, it's not.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
After seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat, and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here. Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow. In more than a month since these reports started, the federal government doesn't know what they are either. What's your message to the White House?
That's cat.
My message: come to the Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
Bullcrap. You know what it is? I feel like the aliens is about to, the real aliens is about to be revealed. That's what's gonna happen next year. It's happening.
My grandma used Vaseline and smoked and lived to be 127 years old. What we're looking at is a difference, to make it clear for everybody, what we're looking at is a difference between organic and GMO. The original article versus the genetically modified organism or the mutated organism. Your grandparents are the organic, you and I are the GMO, right? We're just they gave us some genes, but we have genes from other grandparents as well. So how many vaginal births are happening at home today versus back then? How many C-sections? How many people are breastfed today as opposed to then? This is what, when you go to a naturopathic doctor, this is what they're going to ask you, because all of this matters and it goes into forming your immune system. And I can promise you those numbers are down. It was a more natural environment. Whose grandmama lived to be 90 years old, working, doing clerical work in a high rise with high heels on, eating bonbons and strawberry shortcakes? And they lived to be 90 or 100. So you see that the world is different, but their systems were different. You're only as good as your immune system, and their immune system was built on something different. So you can. My grandma used Vaseline and smoked and lived to be 100.
The new McDonald's playgrounds just show how cooked we are. They didn't remove the park and replace them with tablets. So instead of them having a fun experience going down slides that smell like corn chips, now they sat in the corner playing Roblox and watching Cocoa Milk. Yep, they're definitely deep fried. And it's like they slowly just sucking the fun out of life. Look at how McDonald's used to look versus how they look now. Life is getting so bland to the point to where I wouldn't be surprised if everything just turned black and white. Like seriously, kids are nowadays not even having a childhood experience. This shit look like they ready for corporate America. You know how everybody's saying like everything changed, it's not the same? Even holidays not even the same no more. Yep, gangers, we're not tripping. Everything is changing. Shit's getting a lot more bland. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about them implementing tablets instead of having an actual playground in McDonald's in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn how to turn your content into making you passive income, comment down below ATM and I'm gonna send it to your DMs. The new McDonald's playgrounds just show how cooked we are. They didn't remove the park.
Did y'all hear about what this former WNBA player said about LeBron James? This was 3 years ago when she said this too. With all the stuff going on nowadays, with all these speculation, allegations, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. But this is her right here. Her name is Cappy Pondexter. Maybe she is copping, I don't know. That's why I got y'all for to let me know what y'all think. But in my mind, only thing she said that was a little off was the last thing she said. I'm like, what?
I ain't confused. I ain't on that shit. That nigga tried to kill me for real. I just fucking got out of that shit. I've been missing for almost like 2 years. I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. I do not fuck with LeBron James. That nigga's a trafficker, my nigga. That nigga is a trafficker. He is a fucking trafficker. He trafficked women in real time. That nigga stole all my money out of my bank account.
Did y'all hear about what this former WNBA?
Why they keep trying to ban TikTok? Cause they know we speak the truth. UFOs came out the water and they in New Jersey too. All the years I said that shit was real, y'all niggas call me crazy. It's like truth now is a turn on. These girls wanna have my baby. It's kinda crazy they gon' ban TikTok on January 19th. Cause the next day Trump gon' be president. That is what it seems. Biden need to go ahead, get up out of office. He done lost the damn election and still doing too much talk. He's still trying to cause a war. Who confirming his decision? He had a mask on anyway. He was an undercover villain. Why he pardoned Hunter Biden? I ain't forget about that laptop. He was at Diddy parties. Biden trying to get his charges. What is going on in this world? SD Island really real. These niggas with power behind this shit. These little kids, they trying to steal. Organ harvesting Kanika Jenkins, man, they trying to kill. Sacrificing to adrenochrome, my blood, they trying to spill. I ain't with that shit. The niggas get they talk. Niggas in the White House. Nigga, that's the op block. Hillary Clinton wants some piece of hamburgers, hot dogs. Sliding on the deep state. Nigga, that's a big mom. Why they keep trying to ban TikTok?
Nah, TikTok, they know what they're doing because there's too much truth on TikTok. That's what it is.
Something in America just do not seem right to me, y'all. Like for me, I'm getting like this weird feeling that something bad might happen. I don't know if y'all feel like that, but I feel like that. Especially after listening to this shit. I believe these drones been flying around for like a month. And these people still talking about they don't know what's going on. They don't know where it's coming from. But they know it's not a foreign entity. Like what?
Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct? That's right. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know.
And then to top it off, watch the last person. Watch what he said. And then he got a little chuckle on his face too, like shit funny.
Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. My goodness, looking at this, and we're taking it seriously.
Something in America just do not seem right to me, y'all.
Y'all, I don't think this TikTok ban is gonna go how we expect this shit to go, yo. Then another funny thing that I was trying to peep, why are they trying to get rid of TikTok before old head get in office? No. I really want y'all to think about what I'm asking, yo. What's about to happen in 2025 that we can't have TikTok to tell us what the fuck is about to happen, yo? Hey, yo, I need y'all to follow me at Nizzy Conspiracy on every single social. YouTube, Instagram, they're inside of my bio. But other than that shit, y'all, let's just think about it. UFOs been popping up. All these crazy dimensional portals and shit been popping up. We've been seeing Nephilim doors. We've been seeing all different type of stuff within like this last year. Just 1 year in general, bro. Then you got people getting cooked out here that's whistleblowers. So my thing is if TikTok does get deleted or banned, what's going to happen? How are people going to respond to this? This could just be another play, yo. But then I want y'all to think about this. It's in the beginning of next year.
Right.
Oh, man. I don't want to say what I really want to say, but I want y'all to think about this. TikTok tells us everything that's going on. If they get rid of that, oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God! Y'all, I don't think this TikTok...
Oh, man, that's gonna suck. No more TikTok. Damn.
They got her! They got her! They got Alexa!
What is happening on February 2nd, 2031 in the United States of America?
In February 2031, the United States of America ceases to exist.
Alexa, what is happening February 20th, 2031 in America?
On February 20th, 2031, the United States of America was formally dissolved as a result of a process of unification that took place in the late 2020s.
Alexa, why does America end in 2031?
From Benzinga.com. The North America region includes the U.S. and Canada, where the U.S. is expected to acquire a major share in 2031 due to the increase in the investment by the exoskeleton manufacturing companies in the country.
Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Got something out of it. All the good stuff. Like I always say, send it peace, abundance, prosperity, and good up your way. Make sure you take care of yourself. We will see you guys in the next upload. Peace.